Everyone, this is Susie Q's Bunting Babes, and welcome to my nursery room window. Today I have my beautiful little Katie Lynn with me, with all of her gorgeous blonde curls and big blue eyes. And it is Theme Thursday today, and we are going to be celebrating Theme Thursday today with snaps and poppers. The alternate theme was being a snappy dresser. But I'm going to stick with the snaps and the poppers today on baby's clothing. And so I'm going to put her down for just a moment because I also want to show you some snaps and poppers on my shirt. And I found a shirt that has snaps or poppers, depending on if you're in England or in the United States. And so for me, it's snaps. And I thought that would be a really fun thing to do. So let's get started with Katie Lynn. And I am able to have my nursery room window blinds open today because the sun is not out, I don't have a glare, and now I can see everything outside, and I love it that way. So, this is the outfit that I'm going to be putting on Katie Lynn today, and it has a lot of snaps. It has two up here, it has one on each side of here, and then this is a onesie, and so the onesie also has snaps on it, and so I think that's just a lot of snaps. So this is what she's going to be wearing for her outfit. I don't know if I'm going to be putting these little pants on her or not. I'm not sure. I'm going to wait to the end to see what I think about it. But these have all the colors of the onesie and the jumper. And then these little shoes have all the colors also. And these little socks that go with the same color as the outfit. And then at the very end, in her one little curl up on her head, I'm going to put this darling little bow. So let's go ahead and get started. So we'll put this down here for just a moment, and we are going to take Katie Lynn's little lovey. It's just a precious little lovey, and this is Katie Lynn's, and it always stays with her. It's like a soft blanket. So we'll put this aside for now. Make sure I don't hide any of the bows, because I'm so famous for losing bows and flipping bows in the air and all that stuff. So, I hope everyone is having a really good day today. I am. So far, so good. I do have a kind of a funny story to tell you, though. I was watching Holly Church's channel recently, and she was on her video, and she was talking about she had visited with her grandsons, and they had gone to a snake exhibit, and Holly was having just a lot of fun. She showed pictures of her grandsons with the snakes around their neck, and there was and Holly even had a snake on top of her head, and they were just all having a blast. And so I happened to write, in my comment, I told her that, I would have loved to have been there too, because I find snakes very interesting. And I'm not afraid of snakes. Other than, of course I'm afraid of poisonous snakes, but not of the snakes that Holly and her grandsons were playing with that day in the snake exhibit. So it made me think of a story that I wanted to tell you that was kind of funny. Well, my husband is afraid of snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes, but he's afraid of snakes. And so, but he does say, he's always said, "Oh, I'm afraid of snakes, but I would love just to be able to touch one sometime, because I never have." And so, of course, we live out in West Virginia, and we do get an occasional snake here. Not a lot of snakes these days, because after living here for 21 years, most of the snakes are, they've been driven away because they really don't like humans. So anyway, this was probably about, at least 5 years ago, and it was Father's Day. So I just happened to be out, up by my, what I call my bunny hutch, where the kitties live now. It's like a big outbuilding, but like a little miniature barn. Anyway, so I was kind of, you know, nosing around out there in the grass and stuff, and I happened to see a little garden snake. And the snake, see, here's some snaps. These snaps are really hard to get off, my goodness sakes. Anyway, I happened to see a garden snake. He was just laying in the grass. He was only about arm's length. In fact, when I picked him up, I had his head here, and then he went to about the length of my arm. But he was only about maybe that big around, not very big, just a little garden snake. And he had blue eyes, and I thought, wow, that's really unusual for a snake to have blue eyes. Well, later on, after I looked it up, I found out that when a snake is in the process of shedding its skin, their eyes will turn, well, they won't turn blue, but they'll get like a bluish color of coating over their eyes. Maybe it's to protect the eyes, I'm not real sure. I don't think they explained that, but anyway, so I thought, oh man, this is really a pretty snake. It was a pretty snake, and plus it had blue eyes, and so I thought, oh, my husband's going to love this. He's always said that he, you know, he's wanted to touch a snake, and so this is going to be his big chance. And it was Father's Day, so I thought, oh, what a cool Father's Day present. Okay, so let's count these snaps. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8. And then the onesie has 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 snaps today. I know that I'd like to see how, you know, everybody else's video. Oh, look at this. Here's 2 more. So that's 2 more there's 1 more on each one of these straps. So I'm going to count those as a snap. So that's 13 altogether. Oh, plus I have a snap on my pants, so that's 14. And I'm not going to show you that, for goodness sakes. Anyway, getting back to the story that I so rudely interrupted. So I took hold of the snake, and there is a special way that if you're not sure if a snake is poisonous or not, which I wasn't sure at that time, you take them you can grab them by the side of the head, you know, just kind of grab them and hang on to them like that, and then usually they'll just kind of wrap around your arm. Well, a garden snake is not poisonous, as I found out later, but I wasn't sure, like I said. Anyway, I grabbed the little snake, and he wrapped his body around my arm. He wasn't squeezing, he was just like holding on. And I walked all the way over back to this little cottage that we live in that's separate from the farmhouse. And I had the snake wrapped around on my arm. And I came into the little house where my husband was watching TV. I believe it was on a Sunday. And he was watching... in those days, he used to like to watch NASCAR races. It's race car racing. Anyway, I brought the snake in, and I said, I call him Hubby, and I go, look, Hubby, I found you a snake. And he was in his recliner chair, and he was shocked, and he starts yelling and screaming like a little girl, as they say. I mean, he wasn't really screaming like a little girl, but that was my impression of his reaction to a silly little snake. And he goes, what the blank are you doing? Why did you bring that blank thing in here? Get that blank thing out of here. And I go, and so I just stood there while he was reacting like that, because I wanted, you know, I was just waiting for him to get done, as I always do. And then I said, but, okay, first of all, it's a Happy Father's Day present. And second of all, you said that you have always wanted to touch a snake. And so I go, here's your chance. This is just a little snake. I've got his head. He's not going to bite you. There's no way he can bite you. And just here, let me come over a little bit closer, because he was saying, stay away, you know. And so, but I came just a bit closer, and I said, look, just reach out and touch him. Just put your finger on him and touch him. No, no, no. He wasn't going to do that. He was not going to even touch that snake, even though I came all that ways with the snake just for him for Father's Day. And he just refused. He refused to do it. And I thought that was hilarious because, I mean, this guy is 6'5" and he's a big man, and I'm a little 5-foot person, and you know, it's like, really? So anyway, getting back to Holly's video, that video reminded me of that story, and I told you, Holly, that I was going to tell you a funny snake story in my next video, and so that was it. And it was so, to me, it was so unbelievable that my big husband was so afraid of a little tiny garden snake. Just couldn't believe it. So anyway, I laugh about that to this day. And so anyway, Holly, I would have loved to have gone to that snake exhibit with you, and I think that would have been a lot of fun. So, okay, so at this point, I am going to decide, I think she looks really cute without the pants, and I think, you know what, I'm not going to put the pants on because it's, you know, I was thinking that the dress would be like really, really short like this or something, and that she would need the pants, but I am liking her without the pants. But I'll be definitely using these for another time, because these are one of my favorite pants to put on my little babies because of the little cute little ruffles on the bottom. So you'll be seeing those at some point, but not today. So her socks are on, her little shoes Velcro, which I love, the Velcro shoes. So anyways, what do you think of that snake story? Oh my goodness. I know most people, I mean, I really do know that a lot of people are afraid of snakes. I really do know that. And in fact, some people have snake phobias. I mean, they just do. But for some reason, and I think it was because the way that I was growing up was my mom was very, very much into nature and animals. And she always bought books that we could read that had to do with nature, animals, and all that stuff. And so I grew up, you know, getting used to and loving all kinds of animals. And the snake thing, to me, was just another animal, like frogs, turtles. In fact, I have a box turtle as a pet, and I've had him for probably, well, since 2002 is when we first rescued him. So, anyway, I do understand, though, that other people find snakes very, very scary. They really do. But I don't, and apparently Holly doesn't either, and neither do her grandsons. And so some people like them. Like, I always like to go, when we go to the zoo, I like to go to the snake exhibits, the reptile exhibits, just to see them. My husband doesn't mind doing that because, you know, they're behind glass, and so there's nothing that can happen. But anyway, I just thought I really wanted to share that story with you because it was, to me, it's hilarious. And I'm never going to forget it. Okay, so here's the little bow that we're going to put on her lonely little curl. That's, well, not lonely, but, you know, it's the one curl that I found that I could attach a bow to, right in the middle of her forehead, right? Or not forehead, that's the curl that's in the middle of her forehead, right there, which I love. It's just perfect. Don't know how the artist ended up doing that, but anyway, I love it. And then there's her little middle of her head curl. So I think I'll twist it. I'm just twisting it just a little bit to get it to curl back. It will eventually. It's kind of wet right now because I just sprayed it with this conditioner. It's just regular baby conditioner, baby hair conditioner. So anyway, there you have it. Well, I guess she's all ready to go. Look at how pretty she is. With those blue eyes, my goodness. That's a pretty, pretty outfit. Love that color of blue. I mean, you know, I love all colors of blue. So anyway, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed my funny snake story. And I sure did, and I enjoy telling it every time because of my big husband being afraid. But anyway, so that's all I had to talk about today. Hope you enjoyed my story, and hope you enjoyed seeing little Katie Lynn get all dressed up in all of her snaps, which between us we have 13 altogether. So let's see if anyone could beat number 13 in the way of snaps or poppers. So thanks for visiting. I hope to see you again, and until we meet again, bye-bye.